guy is called Asare. He's an African American who is currently living in Ghana. He has a couple of businesses and he's also into real estate. Let's react to his video today.
A lot of people think that it's the locals that's unscrupulous. It's the locals that are trying to cheat people. But this situation is a bit different. This is somebody like myself who's lived outside and just try to use money to take something that's not theirs. Using brutal force. I'm going to let you know how to handle situations like this. The law is very slow and annoying, but it does work.
Wow, I like his intro. And he made it very clear that most of the times whenever you hear land scams in Ghana, people think it's Ghanaians who are doing now. This video is contrary to what people will say, and he's also made 9 statements that he's going to let us know that the law works in Ghana, though it is slow. And this to me is very positive. We have people who come online and come and say, Ghana is lawless, Ghana is lawless. Well, let's see. This guy seems like somebody who is a man of action instead of man of words or talking plenty. Let's go into it, guy.
Well, this particular situation happened at Shai Hills. As you guys know, I've been selling land at Shai Hills and Afienya. Well, there's this particular 6+ that
Shai Hills is actually located in Accra. Yeah.
Somebody was eyeing. Apparently, this person has tried to develop the land about 2 years ago where they stopped that person. The situation has been at the police station, the person gave up and everything was good to go. The land is fully registered, titled. That's not the only land that has been registered. The entire area, about 74 acres, is titled under this family that I'm working with. Now, to let you guys know, I do my due diligence when I'm taking on such properties. So upon talking to the family and do my due diligence, I realized that I have nothing to worry about as always, because I do guarantee people their money back if anything goes wrong. And you guys are gonna find out exactly how the situation was, handled. I'm letting you know that don't let anybody bully you in Ghana. Whatever you're going through, there's a way to fight it. And if you don't know how, I have my consultation link in the description below. Reach out to me and then we can talk.
Wait, this is what most people don't do. Whenever they go through issues or they are to go into a transaction, instead of them to consult people who are already into it, they feel like they know. They have pride. So when they go and it crashes, then they come and then they are complaining and, blaming innocent people or innocent country. Well, I like this.
Where do I start from? I will start from where I first started selling this portion of land. I've sold land at Shai Hills, no problem at all. Under the same title, but this particular 6+, which is about 1 acre, this lady has been eyeing it, right? And according to her, there's a background story. Her father willed it to her with no title, with an indenture that comes from somewhere that who knows, with a side plan that's in Dodua, and we're talking about Shai Hills. And this lady is trying to use brutal force to take on this land. I sold 1 plot to a client. I built a wall, no problem at all, before the lady showed up. The lady showed up, really was talking, but wasn't that much of a big deal. I sold 2 plots to a client, and when the client was trying to develop, that's where all these issues came up. I offered to refund the money to the client right away, but he didn't want it. He was a fighter. He didn't want the money, and he stuck around, but at long last, he ended up going for Afienya and he built his ward.
Well, I don't know this guy. I've never contacted him before. I've never reached him or anything before, you understand? But looking at what he's narrating, it shows some sense of genuity and being available to protect your client's property, and also even giving them an option of a refund. It's something that is very rare in the real estate market of Ghana. Well, I think he's rich, yeah. And that's a good commitment right there, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice that he liked it, so I just moved him there. This lady tried multiple ways. My guy went to put his sand and stones on the land. We are talking about 6+. I sold 1. Somebody's living on 1, and we came to find out this guy was actually her caretaker. We didn't know that. We thought the guy just came there when the family came in and people were paying for the second time. They just felt bad for him, like he's poor, so they just let him be. Little they don't know that the lady had put this guy there the whole time. All right, so this guy is the informant. When my guy that I sold the 2+ to, the guy that ended up relocating because I wanted to just refund him the money, but he said no rush, I know you sold me legit land, I'm ready to fight. But I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. And we ended up going for Afienya because actually he went to look at it. He liked it better. So he went for that. Now, so that was settled. The other guy had his wall, so he was good to go. No problem. None of my clients was in this mess, but we had to take this on. The lady came to pour sand and stones what my guy did. And we're like, where is this lady going to develop? Like how? On this grounds, it's not going to happen. So she first started by, reporting us to local police stations. And we went in with a proper documentation for her, and I think they advised her that this land is not yours, bro. Go see these people.
I think this is getting interesting because someone who claims that his father willed the property to the person, and according to the story, the person doesn't have the right documentation. He rather or she rather is the person who is running giddy 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 to the police. It's not about being the first person to go to the police station. It's about whether your issue or whatever issue took you to the police station, whether you are right or wrong. So don't always be rash. People think that when they are the first to report an issue, that means that they are right. Nah, I think this is getting interesting.
And she didn't give up, and she went to another location and another location. She went to 3 different police stations to bribe her way out.
Wow, wow. You see, one problem about Ghana, our system is not digitalized. So someone has gone to one police station, the thing didn't go on her favor. She has taken the issue to another police station, Like, if these things were digitalized, immediately they key in this, her complaint or her report in the next police station. They'll find out that, oh, the previous police station has already handled it, and this was the conclusion. So why are you here disturbing us? But looking at the things, Ghana is offline.
And every time the police try to come and harass, we use lawyers, write letters, put a stop to it, like my car wash. So 3 times, 3 different police stations, this thing was seized. Now she realized that with her not having the proper documentation, and mind you, this lady has lived outside before. Lived outside, I don't know whether that's UK or US, but she's lived outside before, from what I know. And she's just trying to use money to take something that's not hers. Saying that you inherited something, don't you want to do a search? Every police station that she went to, they do a search and they tell her the land is not hers. It's for the family that I'm dealing with.
That's the most important thing whenever you are looking for a realtor or someone to buy a property on your behalf. The first thing you need to do is a land search. It doesn't matter whether you are buying a land or you are buying a house. They have to search the land. They have to do a land search. If you want search and assistant, I'm also available for that.
And she didn't want to accept that because she's got a will from her grandfather. If that's the case, then I will will the entire Accra to my kids when I don't own it. Like, what are you talking about? The lady realized that the only way to actually get what she wants is to use brutal force, and that's exactly what she did. What do I mean by that? This lady, some way, somehow, went to get able men, military men, right? Soldiers, about 15 of them, and like 5 land guards, and they came and gathered the land, and they didn't let anybody in, and they built a wall.
What is he saying? Is he saying that after the lady went to the 3 police stations and it didn't work out for her, she now resorted to using able macho men? Is that so?
Within 2 days. Now we are talking about a war over 5 plus they put a war in between one of my clients' land. Like I already have an existing war. They put a war in between that they're supposed to be a road. And I think she did that just to, it's a tactic that she played, and that's gonna come up at the police station. My guys, the people I work with came to me, the lawyer and all that. We advised how to go about this. And I'm like, the headquarters is the best way to solve this situation. And first of all, the people that I work with are a bit courageous. So we went and approached the soldiers. We let them know they don't know what they don't know what they're doing. They're about to lose their job, and the back they look at the documents, blah blah blah. They already got their money, so they say they're just working. Don't you want to do your due diligence before you come and use brutal force to help somebody build war? Like bringing this many men, didn't you know that? You knew that, right? But they didn't know that we are ready to take on the fight and go by the procedures. Now what we did was,
these are things that they do on the grounds to scare you from your property. Yeah, and you have to be ready to get people who are like-minded like you and capable to actually take things through. The law actually works. She's not using the law now, according to the story. She's not using the law now. She's using Takashi, and this guy is actually using the law. Let's see who wins at the end.
we took the lady to the headquarters. The headquarters is the able body. There, that's the last result.
Police headquarters.
You can move from stations. It's the last result. You have to go through it. This situation took about 2 months at the headquarters. If I'm not being generous, it was a very long and arduous, slow, annoying process, because this is why court cases in Ghana takes a long time, because the other party that knows that they are wrong will be delaying telling stories, and they will allow you. They will give you time. I don't know why. So things take a long time when it shouldn't. So we reported this lady, And the lady thinks she can bribe her way out yet again, right? Delaying, not trying to pay for a search report. Like, you have money to build a wall around 5+ and even say, F you, and put a wall in between somebody else's wall. And you don't want to pay for the search. So we took care of all of that, because when you are winning, you have nothing to worry about. We wanted this thing done expeditiously. So we paid for the search. And when the search took a long time to come, there was a lot of stories, the officer dragging his feet, blah blah. So we knew what was going on, but we used pressure. There is law and order in Ghana. That's what I want to give you guys courage here. This lady came in and built a wall on somebody's land with a title on it using brutal force. But there's law and order. It's annoying and it's very slow, but it does work, right? Despite whatever
The law does work. I love that.
you want to think that Ghana is a lot of corruption and stuff. It happens. Yes, people are corrupt, but if you know the laws, you're gonna win at last. The law works. Don't think we're in the Wild Wild West and nothing works here. It works. It's just slow, arduous, very annoying, and you have to be persistent, right? Because if I'm bribed, right, like one of the officers, for example, the way he was moving, we knew what's up, right? It was even at one point he was telling my rep, right, he's a reverend, to pray for him because the devil is doing something. Africans love to do that, right? You took a bribe and you don't want to do your job, so start blaming that on God. But we pushed him by calling him, leaving messages, like just get evidence that we were ready to take him on as well. He knew like the money was not worth it. Now when the report came, we already know what it was. The lady says she is not in Accra and she'll be back in 2 weeks. And then one thing turned to the other and other, and it took 1 month for us to open the results. And finally, the results is in. When the results came, they opened it and they want the lady never to step a foot on that land again or try to do anything on that land again, because it is not for her. And she was showing a whole bunch of other stuff like, no, bro, the police came to do their own search on the land and the land is not for you. You don't have any judgment that contradicts this. You got an indenture against a title, and that indenture is not even for this land. Give up already.
So guys, this is an interesting story that I just heard, and this is one of the unique stories I've ever heard about land situations in Ghana. I know there are a lot of people who are, especially African Americans, who come to Ghana. Ghana is this, Ghana is lawless, and you have people come with channels where they just do, Zoom videos, complain about how situations are bad and things. But we have to actually look forward to following people like this, because people like this don't complain. He's an African American, but he doesn't complain. He doesn't come down to come and talk anything. No, man of actions. That is what we need currently. You understand? You need to follow people who are filled with actions. Asare here, to me, I don't know him. I've never met him. I think that's a positive guy that every African American who embraces honesty, embraces discipline, embraces hard work should follow, but not just come on social media and interested in complaining and giving yourself a reason why you actually do not want to relocate to Africa or come to Africa. If you don't want to come to Africa, it's your choice, but don't go online looking for a reason to just say, oh, this is the reason I don't want to come. This doesn't make sense. You are entitled to your decision, and you can make a decision, say, I don't want to go to Ghana, I don't want to go to Nigeria, but stop going online and looking for a reason to say that is the reason you don't want to. Nobody is dying for anyone here. We are comfortable here. Comfortable. You understand? So thank you very much, Asare. I think this is a very good video, and I'm really amazed at this.
My name is Subscribe. Business Ghana TV. Thank you.